Cody Ko is without a doubt one of the best entrepreneurs on YouTube. Most content creators' careers are on one platform, maybe two tops, but Cody has somehow been able to extend his reach across numerous platforms and mediums. From Vine to YouTube and TikTok, to a scripted drama, to podcasting, and even music. There is something incredibly special about Cody Ko's business strategy that has led to his online success and his ability to make millions of dollars from the internet.
I think I do consider myself an entrepreneur.
YouTube, the phenomenally popular video sharing website owned by Google.
And a generation of entrepreneurs have used the site to launch their business and themselves.
Hey yo, it's Cody.
All right, so I have been a fan of Cody Ko for years, and while many people enjoy consuming his content, I think that he has an incredibly underrated business mindset. I really want to find out how Cody is able to conquer so many different mediums and platforms and make millions of dollars while he's doing it. But first, to really understand his business strategy, we need to rewind and go back to where this crazy journey begins. It's the year 2012. Cody Ko is a computer science major at Duke University, and he decided to create something that would change his life forever, an app called I'd Cap That.
Do you like to humiliate your friends? I know I do. And one way I do that is with I'd Cap That for iPhone.
You upload a photo and the app generates a random funny caption. It was simple, and you could almost say it was frictionless.
I thought I'd just do it better, and I'll do it, frictionless. Because it was really, really frictionless.
It's funny, I actually remember using this app in high school and I thought it was great, and it ended up being incredibly successful. I'd Cap That acquired more than 4 million users, and at one point it was the top free app in Apple's App Store with $0 spent on marketing. Cody ended up selling the business for a low 6-figure amount. This experience proved to Cody that he could be an entrepreneur. No matter what it was, he knew that he alone could make it happen. After selling the app, Cody decided to go backpacking in Asia while starting small projects on the side to generate some income. One of these was an app called Weather Candy that gave you the forecast along with a photo of a dog, girl, or guy. Another was a greeting card business. For $5, you could send a card to your friend that on the front said, "Hey," and you'd open it up and it would say something like, "Have a terrible birthday," or some ridiculous joke like that, which sounds like something Cody would make. However, while on this trip, Cody decided to do something that would change the course of his career. He started posting to a little social media app called Vine.
The video sharing app Vine was launched just in January by Twitter. Vine fuels creativity by limiting the length of video clips to just 6 seconds.
Cody began posting silly videos to Vine and they gained millions of views. This catapulted Cody to be one of the app's most prominent figures. All of this attention allowed Cody to promote his car business to his followers, and it really showed Cody the power of owning an audience on the internet. Vine eventually died down, and so Cody transitioned his focus over to YouTube. He uploaded vlogs and talking head style videos that were almost like stand-up bits. And these videos got views, but they never went viral or anything like that. So Cody ended up getting a job at the entertainment company Full Screen. And this is actually where he ended up meeting his friend and collaborator, Noel Miller. In 2016, Cody decided that he was making enough money from sponsors and from ads, and so he decided to quit his job and pursue content creation full time. However, in 2017, Cody and Noel would start a series that would take over YouTube and change their lives forever.
Welcome back to That's Cringe, ladies and gentlemen.
In this series, Cody and Noel would react and make fun of cringy content on the internet. This series went completely viral and catapulted Cody and Noel to YouTube stardom. The series overall garnered over 150 million views. All of this success caused Cody and Noel to start a podcast exclusively on Patreon where the audience has to pay to get access. It currently has over 20,000 patrons and brings in $96,000 per month. They started making music and they currently generate over 1,800,000 streams per month on Spotify. Cody started a mug company that sells around $70,000 every 2 weeks. He has his own merch line, stars in a Facebook show, and works with some of the biggest brands on the internet. So I want to break down the secret to Cody's success. and the unique strategy that he uses to conquer these different ventures. What I find incredibly fascinating about Cody's strategy for business and for content creation is that he approaches it with an engineer's perspective.
What I realize is that it's not like as separated as you'd think. Like anytime I pick up a new like creative skill or whatever and I really put work into it, I find that it's really similar to programming. This is exactly the same as writing music, as editing a video, it's the same.
Cody is a pro at picking up on patterns and trends and using them to his advantage, whether he's creating a video, a song, or releasing a new product. But what's crazy to me is most content creators with a successful YouTube channel and podcast would stop pursuing other ventures. But Cody continues to push himself to explore new talents. He started all of these things knowing that he wouldn't be good, but if he put in time and energy, he would get better.
I think that's why I can do that, is I pride myself on respecting whatever medium I'm trying. Like a lot of people will make it on YouTube from vlogging and then all of a sudden they think they're God's gift to the earth and they can do anything. And so they hop into acting and they hop into music and then they get made fun of and they fail. And it's like, well, yeah, because you don't respect the people that spend their entire lives dedicating everything they do to make it in music. It's like, you have to sit down, you have to just crank it out. You have to think about it a lot. So like a lot of like critical thinking, what's gonna make this work versus this. Again, I don't have it figured out, but I'm saying like, I think that I am good at respecting that process. It's like sitting down. I'm not gonna be good at doing a podcast right away, but now I've put in infinite hours, so I'm decent.
Cody Ko treats YouTube as a business, but he prioritizes being honest and genuine.
Definitely, yeah, it's definitely a business too, like as well as, and that's like part of it is balancing like how much you're trying to focus on money, because like people see through that stuff, and it's like it feels not sincere when you do stuff when you're like, oh, that video style worked really well, or made a bunch of money, let's do that again. It's like feels wrong, right? Like so it's an interesting balance of like figuring out like how do I stay true to like the creative side and like really focus on things that are like work on things that I want to work on that inspire me, and also like balance how do I keep this business growing, basically.
This boosts his relatability and allows him to create a loyal and engaged audience. But one of the most powerful and effective things that Cody Ko does is he prioritizes simplicity.
I love really simple ideas that you just get right away. Like automatic captions on pictures. At that time, it was like, oh my God. Like people pick up the app and they used it for 5 seconds and they understood it. Right. It's the same thing with the mugs. People go to the website and they go, oh, these are great.
One of the main reasons Cody is able to explore these different ventures is that he treats YouTube as a catalyst and launchpad for these different projects and businesses. He understands the value of owning your own audience. One of my biggest takeaways from researching Cody is that his strategy of looking at everything from an engineer's perspective and figuring out how things work is such an effective strategy for everything in life. Whether you're starting a new hobby or building a business, having the mentality that things will take time to develop and that it'll take patience to get good and see results is an amazing outlook. Because of this outlook, his desire to prioritize simplicity, and his ability to create a loyal and engaged audience, Cody Ko has been able to conquer the internet and make millions.